Will the market go up or down? Should you lock in or float? Find out this and more with Master of the Markets, hosted by Barry Habib of MBS Highway. Brought to you by Caliber Home Loans.
Welcome to Master of the Markets. I'm Barry Habib at MBS Highway. This is created exclusively for Mortgage News Network and brought to you by Caliber Home Loans. You know, one of the great things that they have amongst the many options is the fact that they'll give you a fresh start with their Fresh Start program. Hey, if you've gotten a bankruptcy, if you've had a short sale or foreclosure in the last 24 months, you should talk to Caliber. Last week, we did see a quiet news week, but we did hear from the Fed, and the Fed kind of vacillated back and forth with the minutes as well as Fed speakers, but overall a pretty dovish tone. I think the Fed is pretty scared to try and pull the trigger on any type of a rate hike soon. Look, June could be in the cards, but after all, we've seen employment improve. We've seen the fact that inflation has remained, although low, close to that 2% target, but yet the Fed seems to be ignoring it. Now, one of the things that is an interesting fact is that when you take a look at the average household income of about $54,000, it's still less, if you adjust for inflation, than where it was in 1997. So yes, there are jobs, but maybe they are not as high-paying jobs that we have seen in the past. All right, so where do we go from here? First thing is that let's talk about the interest rate environment. And you know, for the last 3 weeks, we put kind of an alert signal out to you all saying, hey, we think that this is the time for interest rates to drop. And since then, every week we've seen them decline almost by 10 basis points a week if you want to measure it by the 10-year Treasury. Now, 3 weeks ago, when we talked to you, we said, hey, look for interest rates to decline here. It was 197 on the 10-year, dropped almost 10 basis points. The following week, same thing. Following week, same thing. Here we are. We're right around 170 on the 10-year Treasury. So we've seen a pretty sharp decline. The good news is I think that there's room for them to continue lower still. Now, I had thought that the stock market would help us because I felt that stock prices would decline as measured by the S&P. In fact, that hasn't happened yet. You know what? Stock values have actually gone up a little bit on the S&P. Gone up from about 2020 to 2047, so a little bit of an increase over the past 3 weeks in the S&P 500. Now that said, earnings season starts this week. And if you take a look for the last 7 quarters, earnings on the S&P 500 have declined. So if we see continuing concerns about earnings, stocks could become more vulnerable. That could add some fuel to the fire, and we could see the potential for further interest rate declines. I think we're going to see that. I think right now is a very good time for the interest rate environment. And you know what? We did get some news with regards to housing. And CoreLogic said that the forecast for the year ahead is for home values to go up by 5.2%. I think that may be kind of conservative. Now look, if you haven't done so already, get on MBS Highway. You can take a free trial. We've got real estate values from everywhere in the country, and you could certainly pull that up right on your phone, send it to your customer with a full market analysis. What does the job picture look like, forecast for appreciation, and what it means, and showing individuals how to quantify that appreciation into real dollars. If you don't show them the opportunity, if you don't give them the value, then everything else reverts down to price. Help your real estate agents close more transactions by helping them show the borrower the value in the transaction. All right, that's it for today. I'll see you next week. Get on MBS Highway. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Your reputation with your referring business partners depends largely on the lenders you recommend. This is why you'll want to choose a partner who shares your commitment to customer service. At Caliber Home Loans, our products make us different and our people make us great. A leading product innovator. In addition to our core conventional, government, and jumbo loans, we've created our own non-agency portfolio lending products. These enable you to assist creditworthy clients who can demonstrate the ability to repay. To learn more, visit us online at caliberwholesale.com.
This is Mortgage News Network.